Getting on the mic during a gig doesn't come naturally to a large number of DJs, myself included. At the same time, it's a skill that's becoming the norm and many crowds are expecting the DJ to get on the microphone. So, while it can be intimidating to get on the mic and address the crowd, I'd like to share a few tips that have helped me to become more comfortable on the mic, and in hopes that they'll help you too. So if you're interested in more tips and tricks videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe to this channel. But now let's get into some tips to help you become more comfortable on the microphone. The tip that got me comfortable on the microphone the fastest was focusing on learning just a few phrases at first. A big fear for many DJs is not knowing what to say or saying the wrong thing on the mic. By learning and becoming comfortable with one phrase at a time, you'll slowly build up that confidence. So, start with some phrases that have been proven over time to work in many different situations. Phrases such as, "How's everyone doing tonight?" and "Everybody make some noise" are things that many crowds expect to hear during the course of the night and are easy ones to start with. Start with one phrase and become comfortable with it. Then, once you can say that phrase without thinking twice, it's time to add another one. The longer you continue this process, the more comfortable you'll become on the microphone with a wider variety of phrases. Once you have a handful of phrases that you're comfortable with, the next step is knowing when and who to say them to. Just like song selection, learning the phrases that work best in front of which audiences is a key to success on the microphone. Things you would say in front of a club crowd may very well be different than what you might say in front of a corporate event crowd. Keeping this in mind is key to being successful on the microphone. Just being aware that there's a difference will be enough to get you right on track. Another thing to keep in mind is how you say each phrase. The type of energy you may give to a wedding crowd will be very different from how you may say the same phrase in front of a small pub or lounge. While this will come over time, this is something you'll want to keep in mind every time you get on the microphone. Much like every other aspect of DJing, the best way to get better faster is to practice. While the other two tips can help you slowly overcome your fear, you'll have to consciously make the choice to brush your fear aside and pick up that mic and actually say something. Now, one simple tip here is don't wait too long to get on the mic at each gig. The longer you leave it before you get on the mic for the first time, the harder it'll get. So get on the mic at the first opportunity and get past that moment. It took me years to get over my fear of getting on the microphone. Now, as DJing has evolved and using the microphone has become more common, I had no other choice but to evolve with it. While it's nerve-wracking at first, using these tips really helped me to become more comfortable. Now, it's second nature for me to pick up that microphone, and I'm sure after utilizing these tips and getting some practice in, it'll become second nature for you too. And now we'd like to hand it off to you. Do you use the microphone at your gigs? And if you do, how did you get over your fear? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you're interested in more tips and tricks videos just like this one, make sure you subscribe to this channel. But now, get good, get out there, and make the moments.